Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that the largest rainforest on Earth is gone. Not damaged, not shrinking, gone. And here's the terrifying part. Most people think the Amazon exists somewhere far away, disconnected from their lives. But the truth is, your future may depend on a forest you've never even seen. The Amazon stretches across nearly 40% of South America. It's so massive that it influences weather patterns across continents. It stores enormous amounts of carbon. It shelters millions of species. And hidden beneath its canopy are biological secrets that could transform modern medicine. But every single minute, an area of rainforest roughly equal to 3 football fields disappears. Why? Fires, logging, mining, farming. The destruction never really stops. And this is where it gets strange. The Amazon isn't just a forest. It's more like a giant living machine. A machine that helps regulate Earth's climate. A machine that supports countless ecosystems. A machine humanity depends on far more than most people realize. Yet despite knowing its importance, we've already destroyed hundreds of thousands of square kilometers of rainforest. So what happens if this trend continues? Scientists warn that if large-scale destruction keeps accelerating, the Amazon could reach a tipping point. A point where recovery becomes impossible. And that's when things changed. Because losing the Amazon wouldn't simply mean losing trees. It would mean losing one of the most important life support systems on the planet. But that's not even the craziest part. The real danger isn't what disappears with the forest. It's what gets unleashed after it's gone. At first, the collapse would look like an environmental tragedy. But the deeper consequences would shock the world. The Amazon contains more biodiversity than any other land ecosystem on Earth. Millions of plants, millions of insects, thousands of animal species, many found nowhere else. If the rainforest vanished, entire branches of life could disappear forever. But here's the strange part. The biggest loss might not be animals. It might be medicine. Hundreds of modern prescription drugs trace their origins back to rainforest organisms. Some are used to fight deadly diseases. Others have helped save countless lives. And scientists have barely explored the forest. In fact, researchers estimate that less than 5% of Amazon plant species have been studied for medical potential. Think about that. 95% remains largely unknown. Potential cures, potential treatments, potential breakthroughs, all hidden in plain sight. Then comes the twist. For decades, many people believe the Amazon's greatest gift was oxygen. But what happens next changes everything. The rainforest's most critical role may actually be carbon storage. Right now, the Amazon locks away staggering amounts of carbon that would otherwise enter the atmosphere. And if the forest dies, that giant carbon vault could open. Billions upon billions of tons could be released. Suddenly, climate change wouldn't just continue. It would accelerate. Weather patterns would become more unstable. Heat waves could intensify. Droughts could become more severe. And some scientists fear this single event could push humanity dangerously close to losing control of the climate crisis. But that's still not the most surprising revelation. Because the Amazon may have one final secret. After everything you've heard, you'd expect this story to end in disaster. But it doesn't. At least not yet. Because researchers discovered something remarkable. Rainforests can fight back. Even after severe destruction, tropical forests have shown an incredible ability to regenerate. Given enough time, given enough protection, and given one crucial thing, a chance. And this is where it gets weird. Nature may already know how to heal itself. Seedlings hidden in the soil can begin rebuilding entire sections of forest. New growth can emerge where devastation once stood. Life can return, but only if the attacks stop. Only if humans stop pushing the ecosystem beyond its limits. And that's where this story becomes personal. Because the future of the Amazon isn't decided only by governments or corporations. It's influenced by millions of everyday choices. The products we buy, the food we eat, the energy we use. Small decisions multiplied by billions of people can reshape the outcome. And that's when the biggest twist arrives. The Amazon's future may not depend on whether nature survives. It may depend on whether humanity changes first. Right now, the rainforest stands at a crossroads. One path leads toward recovery. The other leads toward irreversible loss. A forest that has existed for millions of years is now facing one of the greatest threats in its history. The question isn't whether the Amazon matters. The evidence already answered that. The real question is far more unsettling. If we know exactly what's at stake, why are we still risking everything? And if the Amazon reaches its point of no return, what other systems on Earth might be closer to that point than we realize?